Hello and welcome. My name is Jennifer Raye, and in today's video I'm going to discuss the yin yoga posture of child's pose with a twist. So this posture really helps to open the inner legs, just like a regular child's pose with the knees wide, activating the liver and the spleen and the kidney meridians, which is where the adductors lie, really the whole inner leg. It also helps to put pressure on the lower belly. And then if you're twisting, we start to bring the movement into the organ body, really squeezing and compressing the spine. And then as we start to open the upper chest, we start to work into the upper lung, which is where the lung, the heart, and the large intestine channels run. So watch the video to learn a little bit more. Child's pose with a twist is of course very similar to a regular child's pose. So be sure to check out my video on the regular child's pose and variations and modifications that you can use. For today though, I'll focus on the twisting movement. So from here you can bring your feet together and your knees wide apart. The wide-kneed variation of the child's pose puts more pressure on the inner leg. This is where the adductors lie. This is also where the liver, spleen, and kidney meridians run. And as you come forward here in the child's pose, oftentimes we're also pressurizing the outer hips and putting stress on the outer hips, which is where the gallbladder channel runs. When you fold forward, you start to open the area of the kidneys and the urinary bladder channel through activating the back body. Okay, so from here with the child's pose, there are a number of variations that you can use if you have limitations in the hips or the knees. In that case, you could simply place a bolster underneath you this way and then fold forward. Another option is to use a folded blanket. And in that case, you would just place the folded blanket right up behind the knees in order to create a little bit of gapping. Some yogis also find that child's pose is really difficult for the tops of the feet or the ankles. And in that case, you would want to place a rolled up blanket underneath the ankles. Okay, so from here then, I begin to fold forward, coming down into the child's pose. From here, I thread one arm through, and I begin to creep the shoulder over towards the side, twisting the spine. Eventually, I can lower my head to the floor. Okay, some people here will find it's helpful to support the head, so you could do something like this as you come down, supporting the head this way. In either variation, you want to really walk the shoulder over and encourage the turning of the belly up towards the sky and the twisting of the spine. This will really encourage the compression, of course, in the spinal column, as well as put more pressure into the organs of the lower belly, lower digestive system. Okay, so once you've arrived, you're welcome to keep your hand on the floor. Some yogis like to really press into the hand to open the chest and encourage more of a spinal twist. Other yogis here will want to reach the hand out towards the lower back and maybe even grab a hold of the opposite leg, bringing the fingertips to the inside of the opposite thigh. Okay, so from here you can see now I'm not only activating the legs and the hips, but I'm also bringing the opening into the spinal column, the belly, and of course the upper chest and upper arm. As I start to open the tissues of the upper chest and the upper arm, I start to open the lung, large intestine, and heart meridians as well. Okay, and then to slowly come out, of course, you would do both sides. You slowly release the hand, and then you can walk your hands back towards your knees, eventually bringing the knees all the way together. A nice counter pose is to simply take a closed-kneed child's pose, or you could bring your feet right out in front of you, resting back on your hands and taking a deep breath through the front of the body. Okay, so that's a little peek into the child's pose with a twist. Please do get over to jenniferraye.com and sign up for my mailing list. That way I can keep sending you practice tips and suggestions. And I do hope to see you again soon. Thanks so much for watching.